I mess with Chris Brown. He reminds me of a young Ike Turner. Now, something that was present in the tweets that's actually going to be very relevant moving forward is that Chris Brown basically tested the gangster Tyler, the Creator, and Frank Ocean. Not gonna lie to you. Now, Tyler, the Creator, and Frank Ocean are from LA. Now, if you don't know, LA is not sweet, okay? It may be a good place for people to go look at some Hollywood Walk of Fames and look at the stars on the floor. Maybe even go play a little basketball at LA Fitness, you know what I'm saying? Maybe go to, Sunset Boulevard possibly, or maybe go to Venice Beach, Santa Monica Boulevard. You may do all that type of stuff, right? It may be a tourist attraction, but when you come from LA, it's probably not sweet in the neighborhood in which you came from, especially Tyler, the Creator. He did not grow up in some type of privilege, okay? So just because the man may have been kissing boys since 2004 don't mean that he don't know about them squabbles, you know what I'm saying? Don't mean that he ain't really got busy with it. Same thing for Frank Ocean, just because there's been a tornado spin around his room before he came. Excuse the mess he made. It usually doesn't rain in Southern California, much like Arizona, but you wanna know what Frank Ocean do let rain? These fists, and the words, because Tyler, the Creator, and Frank Ocean were doing a performance and the crowd started screaming F Chris Brown. And Tyler, the Creator, was like, hey, swag, swag.
So, yeah! I see you! Fuck Chris Brown! 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 Fuck Chris Brown!
That nigga's a loser. He won't count.
He beats up women. He's a bitch.
Now, this is why I said that Chris Brown calling Frank Ocean, Tyler, the Creator softies and saying it's not about that life is gonna come into fruition right now. He said that he has seen some of the Odd Future goons and they wasn't on nothing. Frank Ocean said, oh, word? Say less. Seen Chris Brown and he wanted to get it poppin'. You know what I'm saying? Poppin'! He was trying to get it poppin' word too. You know what I'm saying? He was trying to show Chris Brown that he been thinking about it. Okay. And he was trying to have Chris Brown running like Forrest Gump. No cap. But we did see footage though of T-Rel or Trell, whichever one. Okay. He's now currently a host on No Jumper. So shout out to growth over the years. Okay. So that was from years ago. All right. They got World Star video printed all over it. Okay. So I'm not finna have the World Star logo all over the video so I can get copyrighted. I'm good. No cap. Okay. But if you got this far in the video, make sure you smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, and definitely comment down below any other beefs you want me to cover, okay? But you have T-Rel or Trell banging on Frank in traffic, yelling. Frank like, yo, where Chris at? And man's just banging on, okay? But we're gonna, play some clips of T-Rel describing what took place that day. And like I said, we have Chris Brown calling Frank Ocean a coochie, saying he not about that life. But we have T-Rel saying, yo, Frank ain't no buster. You know what I'm saying? Frank ain't no buster. He ain't no square. He ain't no goofy. He was trying to get it popping. You know what I'm saying? Roll the clip.
But Frank ain't no bitch. So they seen a nigga at the studio. Chris, because they was having already problems. They was having,
him and Chris Brown.
Chitter chatter on
What was
internet.
that over though? And you were really riding with Chris Brown like that at that time.
That was my nigga. What you talking about?
Okay. So you were muscle for a bunch of people.
I wasn't muscle. I just ain't no bitch. You know what I'm saying? They was doing their thing. They going back and forth. Even with Tyler or whatever. They had jokes. But these niggas, Tyler and these niggas ain't no busters. They just on their thing cracking jokes. But when you see them, they were whatever. So these niggas seen him outside at a studio and Frank like, nigga, what's happening, nigga? You niggas is bitches, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, but I'm walking out to this shit. And these niggas is just sitting there standing in the street. And I'm like, oh no, he's not about to do us like that. He like, yeah, whatever. But I'm out there now. Yeah, nigga, mark ass, bitch ass nigga. I'm like,
was this because of the Fan of a Fan mixtape you took it on?
Nah. I don't know what this shit was over, man. Him and Chris was just going back and forth, but I just felt like he was marking them niggas out too bad. And I was out there, and I was like, nigga, he got me fucked all the way up. Let's go get this nigga, cuz he gonna run this fade since he with the shit.
And so how'd you end up chasing him in a car?
So we got into I wasn't gonna tell the story, but shout out Miho. Fuck you, Miho. You coming with me on this shit. Miho, you driving. You know what I'm saying? It was me in the front
Miho
seat.
was driving.
And then I got Chris and the cousins in the back. I'm like, oh, he fight today. Bitch, everybody fight. Get in the car. Come on, because he ain't gonna do us like this. Come on. And then we chasing him down. That's why he like, man, I don't even know you. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm turned up. I'm like,
We have Tim Westwood trying to get involved as well, interviewer. I ain't mad at him, trying to get his clickbait, trying to get his titles, trying to get the interesting, juicy content about what took place, okay? But we have Tyler, the creator, saying that, yo, the fans don't even know the half of it, which is usually what it is. You know, we all think that we know where it starts, and even though, you know, currently made this timeline of beef history video about the chronological order of what's happening, I'm only going off of what we know based on the public, you know what I'm saying? It really did seem as if it started from this tweets, and that's why I'm even showing you the tweets, and that's why, you know, that's where the timeline even begun, okay? So, but at the end of the day, some people think it started over parking spots, people think it started over this, started over that. But if, like I said, we were to go back to the origins, it's Chris Brown saying that he was trying to, you know, help somebody's sales or whatever, and Frank Ocean did not take it lightly, okay? And that's what caused him to pull up on Chris, because, you know, people thinking that he a mark just because he like eggplants, and he likes, you know, I don't know if he'd be sitting on the meats or if he'd be delivering the meats like Arby's, you know what I'm saying? That's none of my business. But Tyler, creator, has something to tell you. Let's get into it.
All right, let's talk about the new album.
I don't have a new album.
Exactly. So how big is the toe? Did Chris Brown do that to you?
Damn, he just came foul as fuck.
I'm overreaching.
Oh, fuck. Clancy knows exactly what I want to say right now.
Say it! Say it!
Clancy's like, no.
No! What is done is done.
Oh, fuck. I just want to let it all out. I just want everyone to know the truth. Should I just shut up, Clancy? Yeah, because he's giving me that look. He's like, fuck, all right. I'm going to shut up. The people that know the truth, and that's all that matters.
Exactly. I mean, a misunderstanding. It was a compliment which came out like 180 degrees.
You guys don't know anything.
We know nothing.
You guys think you know what happened. You guys don't know anything.
We don't know nothing.
You guys don't know anything.
Now, it wouldn't be a beef if the game had something to say about it. You know what I'm saying? The game getting involved in this mug. You know what I'm saying? He slipped and slided his way in there. You know, Cab. Okay, so the game was over here talking about like, yo, bro, y'all need to stop. Okay, he was also involved in the actual Twitter beef itself. Okay, but he was doing an interview where he actually discussed his involvement in the beef and trying to get it ended, okay? And Tyler, creator, actually also did, you know, shout out the game and saying like, yo, I gotta get one more joke off, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? But the game was like, yo, y'all got a flourishing career, y'all got a long time ahead of y'all. Beef is not gonna help nothing, just gonna, you know, decrease your sales, decrease your appearances, decrease the money you're gonna make, decrease your bags. People are gonna be afraid of what's gonna be happening if y'all see each other, okay? Now, fast forward damn near over a decade later, beef is what runs the industry. You know what I'm saying? You get more money if you beef. It's crazy. It's crazy. You get more money if you beef. If you beef, you probably get more appearances. You'll get more money, and then the venue will probably pay less for security, so then you might end up dying. Like, it's actually crazy. I ain't gonna lie. It's crazy. But, you know, being that there is so much beef, I will slightly, you know, add more information to that statement I just made, though. You know, like people like Rolling Loud, you know, they certain venues, they know artists have beef. You know, they don't even allow artists to stay in a little section lobby where they can mingle anymore. It's like, all right, you perform, you ask it that. You know what I'm saying? We ain't having the Ron Suno versus K-Flock part 2. It ain't happening, okay? So, you know, I appreciate that aspect. You have to know who's beefing with who if you're gonna invite a bunch of rappers to your performances and your festivals. That's a big fact. But anyway, roll the clip.
What you looking forward to tonight?
I came to check out Chris Brown, support a couple of the homies, and then most definitely support BT for putting on this good show.
Okay, so we just recently saw on Twitter how you just became a real quick peacemaker. Yeah. Like that.
I mean, it was just simply because I thought it was nonsense, and you know, neither one from either side is it really wanted to hurt anybody. So sometimes when you beef, I think that people really forget that it gets bigger than the artist, and then it starts to become about the fans. So I just wanted to step in and say my 2 cents on both sides and see if I can, you know, squash it, and it worked.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Now, Chris Brown versus Frank Ocean. This is where it came in, where we're seeing if Chris Brown and the Frank Ocean beef, how it translates into the actual music and who's doing better. And I ain't gonna lie to you, man, when it came to a Chris Brown versus Frank Ocean musical battle for an achievement, I want y'all to see who won this one. Roll the clip.
Frank Ocean.
Now, I appreciate Chris Brown for being at the big boy platform and being asked a question, because Big Boy's gonna let it off, all right? Respect the Big Boy as well. He's gonna get it off. He's gonna let you know, I got a couple questions for you, and you're gonna have to answer them and maneuver your way around them, okay? Which Chris Brown did. He was like, yo, you know, Big Boy brought up the whole parking spot situation, and Chris Brown was like, yo, you know, I'm just trying to move forward in life, things of that nature, you know. But I will say, I gotta give it up, man. I give credit where credit is due. That's the EBN way. Frank Ocean and Tyler, Creator, they have reached your level of relevance, if not surpassed it. I'm gonna keep it a stack, you know what I'm saying? Chris Brown, being that his legend status was always compared to Michael Jackson, I don't think he actually lived up to that, and he doesn't necessarily even want to live up to that. Okay, so when it comes to Tyler, Creator, Frank Ocean, they was always their own people. And I think that's also why they took offense to the whole comparisons, or at least Frank Ocean took offense to the comparisons, because Frank Ocean is Frank Ocean. I've never seen or heard people compare Frank Ocean to anybody else other than Frank Ocean. Same with Tyler, Creator, except for maybe like Eminem and MF Doom or stuff like that. But we've seen Tyler, Creator has 1000% been able to separate himself from those comparisons. But either way, roll the clip.
What happened between Chris Brown and Frank Ocean? Was it really over a parking space, or as much as you could talk about it?
Well, with the Frank Ocean situation, I just put it like this. It's in the past. You know, some stuff went down, but it's whatever. It's not what people, you know. It's always a misconception.
Sensationalized.
It's always sensationalized and always blown out of proportion. You know, I got respect for his music. I got respect for everybody else. So, you know, I ain't really trying to, you know, go back down that route. Everything for me is moving forward. I do my music now, so I'm good.
Right. Well, hell, you was at a studio doing music then.
Yeah, you know. But
you know.
Happens.
Right. Man, shit does happen. But it just seems like a lot of shit happens to you.
Always happens.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna do it for this episode of Timeline and Beef History. Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on the post notification bell, so you know every time we drop a new damn video. Make sure you comment down below any other beef histories you want covered on the EBN Music Media channel. Definitely go ahead and follow EBN Music Media on Instagram, as well as on TikTok for more music-based content. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Taylor Elajas, and you're watching Timeline and Beef History.
I ended it clear like I'm Taylor. Dark in the glass like it's Taylor. Slip in the cold like I'm Taylor. Don't give a fuck, I'm like Taylor. Say what I want like I'm Taylor. My kinda white like Taylor. Swear. Taylor. Yeah.